Hello coders, this is Samir here and welcome all of you on my YouTube tutorial channel, that is the Solution Hub. If you guys are interested to learn different type of programming languages or coding languages, then just you need to go on YouTube and type the Solution Hub, and after type click on the subscription button, and after subscription click on the bell icon to get latest coding updates. As you can see here over here, this is last two videos which is much important to you all guys. First one, the Java programming language step by step. You can learn Java step by step and easily, and this is a cracking password with command videos. If you guys didn't watch these videos, then just watch and learn a new thing. So today I'm here with a very important and with a very demanded topic, that is the create a clean responsive website. So I'm here with that, and as you can see here, this is the simple and responsive website. So first one, this is one the main header, and after main header the about section will come, and after about section this the team profile cards will section. You can see the team profile card. These are the team profile card with the social icons, and after that the service and the skill bar. What I have is skill HTML5 CSS jQuery WordPress. These are skills, and after that the work section will come, and after work section a simply slider, so a text slider will come. We have to create all these things. So this is the simply text slider, and after text slider we have to create contact. For example, this is the contact. We can contact to us, someone contact to us, and create a submit buttons. And after create a contact section, this is the footer part with social icon and your copyright. So this is the basic what we have to create today. So this is a simple indicator, down indicator. When we click on that down indicator, it will show the home page. So this is simply when we create on down indicator, the navigation part, and navigation part will shown. For example, you want to create we want to show the work, then this is you can see the responsive website. So, and service, contact, and home. Okay, so this is mainly a clean totally a clean and responsive website using HTML CSS and a little JavaScript. So first one, we have to create this header file, and under the header file we have to put this in down indicator, and after that we have to create about section, and about section, after about section we have to create a team profile card with the social icons, and with the name and the quality, the designer, web designer, encoder, lead designer, creative director. So after profile team profile card, we have to create our service, and with the skill bar. These are the skill bar, you guys can see here. These are the skill bar. With the CSS we have to create this with the CSS. It will create with CSS, and after that create the work. You can see this is the work with the some images you can put as well as your choice. And after that we have to create a simple text slideshow. So after that you can also put your images over here. I have just put a sample 100 into 100 or 100 height, 100 width. And after that we have to create a contact form and contact section to create to having a contact. And after that the footer, the last one, the footer with the copyright of your name, and this is the social icon to contact with you on social icons, social medias. So without wasting, just start the tutorial how to create a clean and simple responsive website. So you guys can see here this is simple and basic HTML, and these are the jQuery link, and this is the Cloudflare link to have social icons. So you guys can also add your icon with Bootstrap icon. So I'm just adding the Cloudflare CDN icon. Just leave as it is. So first of all, we have to create we have to made we have to write our dive classes, no, dive tags to style with CSS. So first of all, we have to define header section, right? What we have to create? Header section. So under the header section, what is the header section over here? This is the header section. We have to create this header section. So first of all, we have to create a div tag with a header ID name, header, and after sorry, small mistake. We have to create header, right? Then header, and under header, create a ID name with header name. Okay, and under header we have to create you guys can see over here, under header we have to create this line and this heart shape and this text. So under header we have to create all these things. So just create a div tag. Under the div tag, create a main navigation. Yeah, create a main navigation, and create another div to create a to make a heart shape. Type class, give a class mobile toggle. Okay, now just create a span tag to having heart shape. Okay, okay, okay. Now under the header, you guys can see over here, when we click on the down indicator, then a new the navigation part will be shown. You can see the under this is the navigation part will also come under the header part. So we have to create a navigation part, and navigation under the navigation we have to create a simple list style. Okay, create a list style. Wait a minute. Okay, create a header tag. Okay, and after the header tag, give a class name, and header tag class. Give a class name as a smooth scroll, and under the header we have to just put the header as a home. Okay, now just copy this. Okay, now paste as a 4 or 5 times. It is depend on your web pages, how much pages you want to create. Service, work, again paste, and contact. These 5 pages we have to create. So under the contact, just contact, portfolio, and skills. Under the service we have to put also skills, and about, just about. Okay, so this is our simple list style. Yeah, you can see this is our simple list style. And after the navigation part, just let me close all dive. Okay, happens. Something. Okay, one, two. Okay, here we have to create a one container, dive class container, and now just close that container before the header part. And after that, just we need to create the title. What is the title over here? The title means the clean and simple. This is the title, we have to create one. So just for that, just come. After creating the title, the header section will be ended. And just let me first finish the title, the div classes, and give a class name as a title. Okay, title. And after that, just create another div with a span tag, span, and give a class name. Give a class to having a heart shape icon. We are going to give a class name to having this heart shape icon because I have already put the link, CDN link here. You guys can also put your icons with the bootstrap icon. Just type on the bootstrap CDN and the font of vision. So for that, just type CN heart outline icon heading. Okay, let me refresh that. You can see the heart shape icon is appearing. Okay, so after that, span close and dive close, and now create div tag with a class name. Now we are going to create a class to having this heading and the main heading and the small heading. You can see the web designer and the coder. So just create a class with the class name small sub heading. Okay, now just close. Yeah, here is the mistake, small sub heading. Okay, and now create heading and give another class name to heading. Class name heading. Clean and simple. Okay, and after that we have to create a small one heading. To create a small one heading, just h2, create h2. I'll give a class name to heading, and just describe shortly what you are actually: web designer, web app developer, whatever you are, web designer and coder. Okay, so after that, just we have to we have to create a down indicator. So for that, we have to create a href uh, attribute, the class, the smooth scroll. Just give a wait a minute, class is smooth scroll, and create a href attribute as a about. Okay, now let me show you what I have created. Actually this href attribute, why I have created. Let me show you. When this is, you can see the indicator, right? When we create an indicator, the about section will come. So for that I have created this and href attribute. So after that we have created another div with a class name smooth scroll. Smooth scroll, smooth is, no sorry, scroll down. Give a name as a scroll down, scroll down, to make that indicator. And now close the, wait a minute, here one thing we have to do, just after that href attribute we have to, wait a minute, okay, div tag and give a class name. The class name should be that mouse. You can give whatever you want. And after that another create a div tag, and div tag with the name class wheel. Okay, close. Okay, and now here okay, now just about section, just header section is about to end. So wait a minute, here, sorry, okay, okay, just paste tutorial. Okay, here that header. Okay, header close. Header section has been ended, and now just we have to make sorry, now just we have to create about section. About section, okay, about section, what is here, you can see this about section. This is we have to, what we have to create in the about section. Okay, the description, or your process, your goal, your mission, your approach, the description, but we have to adjust. So for that, create a section and give id name about. Okay, id name about. Now create a div tag with class name, a container. We have to create a container to adjust all the descriptions. Now create a div tag to create uh, a raw. To create a raw, you can see the raw, we have to create this raw. So, and now give a header h1 about, and after the header create another div tag with a class name, block. Give a block and close the div tag, and now write your description. Here what is the description? just write this description, copy this and paste it over here, close the paragraph. This is your first description, and now close the div tag, and now another click. Again create a div type class 6. Just let me show you the div tag with class name raw, and now div tag with the class name 6 column. We have to create a 6 column, 1 2 3 4 5 6. We have to create the 6 column, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so just create a type class 6 column. Okay, 6 columns. So just create h3 and give a span tag, and span tag give a class name. The class name to having this icon, the our process icon, the our approach icon, the goal icon or mission icon. We have to just put that icon. Wait a minute. Plus the icon name that I have already told you that you guys can also put your icon with bootstrap CDN fontavism icon. So if you don't want to do that, then just go to visit on the fontavism and put your desired icon, okay, desktop icon. Okay, now span close, and now your description. Now your description here, one thing, create our process, and now close the h3 heading part, and here create a paragraph. Okay, now here create the paragraph, and here close the paragraph. Okay, so after that simply just close the div tag, and now simply copy okay, just simply copy this and paste it as per your description. Whatever you want to describe, just paste it. The raw should not be over here. Okay, okay, save this, and okay, now the first one icon I have created, and now we have to create the second one icon. The second one icon, what is that? This approach, our approach icon. So for that, our approach icon, just remove this, type cm pen icon. Okay, so the third one, come to the third one. Yeah, we have to create a cog outline icon, type cm com outline icon, and the fourth one we have to make as a light bulb, light our mission icon, light bulb icon. So just save this and refresh and see your results. You can see this icon, our process. This is about section. We have what we have just created, just header section, the about section, and after the header section and about section, what will come? The team section, the team profile card section we have to create it. Okay, so our about section is also end, and now just close the all div tag. Okay, okay, our about section is also end. Now create the team section. Okay, the team section. Under the team section we have to create a section. Give id name team, and under the section we have to create a div, class name, container, create a container, another div to having a raw type, class raw, and now make a heading h1 meet the team. Okay, what is the heading over here? You guys can see over here, the meet the team. We have to create this heading, and after the heading just create another div tag with the class name block. We have already created div tag with the block class name, and now write the description about the team. This is the description about the team, just write that and close the paragraph, and now close the div, and now create another div with a class name raw. Okay, and now create another div tag to create a columns. We have to create 3 columns. You guys can see over here 1, 2 and 3 column we have to create. So just give a class name as a 3 columns, and now just we have to put our images. Okay, now what we have to put that image, we have to put these images. So first one ends. Okay, ends.jpg, put the file name, image file name, full image file name, whatever is that. And now just create inline css. Under the inline css we have to create a defined style, the width and height 220 pixel, 220, and create another height 220, and alternate. Okay, and now close the div. Okay, so now we have to create the name of your first team person name. Yeah, this is the team person name 11, whatever you can give as per your choice. Just h4, give h4, and now put the name And now we have to create, we have to give the quality, the property of this person, creative designer, director. Okay, so here what we have to create it, we have just put the first, we have put the image, and now again we have put that header, the name with the name of this image version, and the paragraph with the quality, with the property of this person. And now we have to put this social bar icon. We have to create a social icon, the Facebook, Instagram, Google Plus icon. So just we have created the uh, image, and after that we have created header, and after the quality of this person. Now we have to create the social icons. So for that, just create a span and give a class name, give a class name, and give a class name with the type cn, the type cn, social, Facebook, circular. I'm again telling you that you guys can also add your icon with the bootstrap icon with funtavism. So don't be confused, it is simple, very simple. Again, create a span. Okay, create a class name, and type cn, with social, and Instagram, circular icon. And now again we have to make another. First close the span, copy this, again here Google Plus, icon, circular icon, and again just copy this, and here move towards the LinkedIn LinkedIn. Okay, so now our first, just save this and see the result. You can see our first team profile card is created. So now create as like another. Just simply copy this simply, and wait a minute. The first one, the h1, that type class row, yeah, these copy and paste as per your team number. Okay, now just changing the name, Sanj, and yeah, lead designer. Okay, and change the image, yeah, here Sanj. And now the third one, Samir, Sam. Write the property of this person, web designer and coder. So just paste this. And now the fourth one, Andrew, and now write the property of this person, and now here we have to put that image, the Sam 8 and Andrew, the Sam 8 and or no here Sam 8 and here Andrew. Okay, so just save this and see your changes. Your team section is also finished. Yep, you can see over here your team section, first 11 Sam, Samir, Sam and Andrew, with the social icons and properties and the name heading. Okay, so your just close the div tags, and your team section has been ended. Now you have to create a skill section, the skill section. Okay, what is the skill section over here? The skill section, you can see, just scroll down, this is the skill section we have to create now. So after in the skill section we have to create a section tag with the id name skills. Okay, and under the section we have to create a div with a class name container. I have already created container, so don't be confused. So h1, the first one is the service, right? Yeah, heading one is the service. So just service and close, and I again create a div tag to having the underline. You can see that to having underline the class name block I have already created. Don't be confused, just close this, and now just create a raw with the div tag class raw and the div tag class name create icon column, 1/3 column, and now h3 as a design SICM design. Okay, now describe about your design. You guys can see the first one is the design. Yeah, first one is the design. This is the description, so just simply copy. You guys can also put your design description as per your choice, and after that just close the div tag, and now just copy paste, start the copy paste. Yeah, just copy and start the copy paste. Okay, first the class 1/3, the second one is the development, and the third one marketing. Okay, now just close the div tags whatever is rest to be closed. So just click on the another make a div tag with the class name raw. We are going to create a skill bar. You can see the skill bar over here. We have to create the skill bar, and in different raw. So we have to create a raw and create column 8 columns. Now another make a div with the class name and the progress bar. You guys can see the progress bar over here. When we refresh this, you can see this progress bar. HTML5 is something like 80%, CSS3 70, jQuery something 30, WordPress something 50, or whatever is that. So first one we have to create the first one the heading with the HTML5 HTML5 HTML5. Just close the heading for, yeah, just close and create a div class, div class, the progress bar container, progress bar container. Okay, now another create div tag, div, create a class name, the progress bar value 90. Now close the div. Okay, now close the div and just copy paste, start the copy paste. Okay, just start the copy paste. Okay, the first one is HTML5, give a name as per your skill, what you have skill, CSS3 and JavaScript and PHP. Okay, so just 90, 80 and 30 and again 70. This is simply a class name. We are just giving a class name to style in CSS, so don't worry, don't be confused. So now just close the rest div tags what should be close. So after that we have to create another div tags with a class name to create a column, the four columns. The four columns and give the description over here. You can see the description. Okay, just paste it and close the paragraph. And now close the div what is rest to be closed. And here our skill section is also ended. Now we have to just create a portfolio section. We have to create this portfolio section, and under that we have to create a section again, section tag with the ID name as a portfolio, and under section we have to create just simply div with a class name container, and under the container we have to create div with a class name, create a header the word. You guys can see over here, first after the container first heading will come, so create a header, and after that we have to create these columns and these images, this image gallery. Okay, so just create the header and I'll create the div tag with the class name block we are giving the class name as a block because we are going to give a underline below the header. So just block, and now create a raw div tag class raw, and simply we have to just put that images. Here you can see I have made two column over here. You can see the first one, the second one, two row. So in the first one, four images, or your work images is here, the SAM2, SAM3, SAM4. So just I have pasted over here, uh, just uh, paste it over here, that images, and just save this and see your changes uh, in your current pages. You can see over here, this is your work, this is your portfolio. And after that, after the portfolio, here we have to create first, let me close the rest div. Okay, okay, close this. Now we have to create the testimonial section. Means what here? The slider, the text slider. So text slider, just to create the text slider section, text slider section, just create the section part, section tag, create id, and give it test HTML. Okay, under the section, just create a simple div class container, and another create div tag with a class name code loop, and in the to create this text slider, we have to just put some text over here. Just put that over here. So it's already too much time, 47 minutes. So now just close the rest div tags, and your text slide section is complete. And now we have to create a contact section. The contact section is also a basic. Oh my god, wait a minute. The contact section is a basic part. You guys should know how to create a contact. So I'm just copy and paste the code. I'm not going to explain because you guys already familiar if you are making this website. So this is the basic, you guys should know about that. And after the contact section, we have to create the footer section. And under the footer section, just let me show you. Under the footer section, just under the footer section, we have to create a div with a class name container, and again create a div tag with a class name to create a columns. And now give your copyright name, created by heart, created with heart by Sam. You guys can give your as per your copyright name. So just close the div. And now just we have to put the social icons. What is this footer? Let me show you. After the contact, this is the footer. So we have created the copyright name, and now here we have to put the social icons. So just to create the social icon, just uh, put your respective icons. You can, I'm telling again that you guys can put your icons from a bootstraps icon or Fontavism icon. So this is the simple one, so don't be confused with that. So just close the rest div and close the footer part container. We don't have created the footer part, footer, and now footer part. Okay, so your HTML is ready, and now just we have to style with CSS. You can see your contact, your footer, now just need to style with CSS. So without wasting, just start to write the CSS. So I'm just going to write directly in internal CSS. So for that, just create a style tag and now write your CSS code. So first of all, we will import some font from Google. So just paste it over here, and now the base style. Okay, base style, just create the HTML, and I'm not going to explain everything, because I will just make a comment to make a better understanding video. So just font size, give a font size. These are the basic you guys should know. If you are going to create a website, then you have a basic knowledge of uh, CSS and HTML. Give us 62.5%, and now just create a body tag will be body the style with the body, it will changes your whole HTML what you have written. The font size, it will define whole HTML. The font size, just create 1.5 am, and the line height, give a 1.6, and give a font weight as a 400. 400 is lighter, as like a bold font, and give a font family, go open sans, and the Helvetica. These are the font, don't be confused. You can put your own fonts, sans serif. Okay, so don't be confused. This is the simple font. Now create a grid. Okay, to create a grid, just we have defined the container, right, in the CSS HTML. So just style the container, the position absolute, and with 100%, the maximum width, create a maximum width. It is for the responsive web. I will explain it, what is responsive and how to create a responsive. Margin, okay, margin with 0 auto. Margin with 0 auto, you guys can see over here. Just okay, wait a minute, you guys can see over here. So a margin 0 auto will define the top, left, right, bottom. It will set as a automatically what is the automatically possible. What is the possible? The box sizing, the border box. Okay, so our container is ready. Now we have to uh, style the columns, column and columns. We have defined the div tag, define a class name in under the div tag. So with should be 100%, float left, and box sizing border box. Just save this and see the result step by step, or line by line you can see. Then just now again create for the device to create a responsive, we have to create the media screen. This is the method to create uh, a responsive app. So main with this is important to you. So to create a responsive, for that you need to know about media screen property of CSS. So dot container, this is for whole pages, not a separately anyone. So this is just whole, this is for just whole pages, this is for just whole container what I have created in div tag with a class name container. So just define it container, and the width is 85%, and padding 0. This is wait a minute, what the fuck is that happening? Okay, this is let me give us some comment. For devices larger than 400 pixel, larger than 400 pixels. So this is we have created, this is for larger than 400 pixels. And now again just copy this and just start copy paste. Okay, and now we have to create the larger than 550 pixels, the device which have the 550 pixels. Then minimum with the here should be 550 pixel, and with should be here 80 pixel, and remove the padding. Now save this. This is the media method to make a responsive page. This is the responsive page to create the media screen. Give a minimum height or maximum height, minimum width or maximum height as per your choice. This is the method to create a responsive. The media screen is used to create a responsive. So after that, under the media, under the larger than 550 pixel, we have to create a different type of width and a container, columns, etc, etc. As we define the container in the media screen as a larger than 550, now we have to create now we have to define the columns. So I'm just going to copy and paste, and you can see that we have created the columns in the div tag with the class name column and columns. So the one column, the two columns, three column, this is the simple. You don't do anything. This is just we have to give a width size the columns to the columns, the 6 7 8 9 columns, 10 columns, 11 columns, 12 columns, 1/3 columns, 2/3 columns. This is the simple. So after that we have to create offsets. Okay, and under that offsets by one column. Just copy this and column and columns. And now Keep the margin left size as a 17.6667%. Okay, now just copy this and paste it as a 10 times, 10 or 12 times. Okay, and now just need to change this the name 1 2 3 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5 and 6. We are just styling the columns with size and columns level margin property. Then don't be confused. 6 7 7 8 8 9 and 9 and again 10 10 and after that 11 11 11 and 12 12. No, sorry, 11. After the 11, 1/3 column, 1/3 and 1/3 1/3 and after that 2/3. We have to create a 2/3 column, so just 2/3 and 2/3. Okay, and we have to now we have to create 1/2. Okay, so just 1/2 and 1/2. Okay, so just save these and refresh these. The column sizes is adjusted over here. So now this is offset, and now we have to style the headings h1 h2 h3 h4 h5 h6 what we have written in the HTML part. So just h1 h2 h3 h4 h5 and h6. You guys should know that there is 6 heading in the HTML. Margin top 0, in the margin bottom 2 rem and font weight at 300. Okay, just cut this here. This is under the media screen, so just paste it over here. And now separately style the font size, font size as a 4 rem, line height as a 1.2 and letter spacing as a minus 0.1 rem. So just copy the h1 part and paste it. 3 4 5 6. So h2, the h2, the font size 3.6 something, 3.6, and latest spacing is should be 1.25, and latest spacing is 0.1, same as it is, and the line height 1.25, h3 should be 3, font size 3, and line height should be 1.3, and same as it is 0.1 latest spacing, and this is h3, and this is h4, heading 4, and heading 4 2.4, 2.4 is the font size area, and the 1.35 should be line height, and same as it is uh, latest spacing should be 0.08 rem, and latest spacing means what here? The latest spacing means the gap between the words. For example, the font here the word is the font, the gap between f and o, and o and n and t, this is defined the latest spacing. So the h5 and h5, the font size 1.8 rem, and 1.5 later a line height, and data spacing 0.05 minus 0.05 rem, and same as it is 1.5 rem is the font size, and 1.6 as a line height, and 0 should be latest spacing. Okay, so these was the our heading part. Now we have to create again responsive to adjust this heading as a responsive. So just create the media screen, and the minimum height, minimum width as a 550, larger than 550 pixel. So just okay. Now define the separately headings. Font size that's 5 rem, 4 rem, 5 rem, and I'll just copy this. Okay, h2, this is 4 rem, h3, and h3 should be 3.6 rem, 3.6 rem, and h4 should be 3 rem. Okay, and h5 should be 2.4 rem, 2.4 rem, h6 should be 1.5 rem. Okay, so now again we have to set our paragraph as a responsive. So paragraph margin top 0, and now style the links. Links, got it. Okay, now style the links. A head of attribute, we are going to style the head of attribute color 1 EAEDB. This is the color, and now give a hover effect to the link. This is the basic, you guys should know about the hover effect color, and give a color hover effect 0FA 0CE. Okay, so now we have to define our first one, header section. Now we comes to the header section. This was the basic, and this was the basic defined classes in the CSS. So we have just styled the defined classes in the CSS. So now come to the first one, the header one, the header, and under header we just put the display property. Display property is the webkit box, and just copy this display and just paste it. Display webkit flex. These webkit box, this webkit flex, it is if I'll explain it, it will be take more time, so I'm not going to explain. ms flex box, and again display and move as a flex. Okay, now just we have to justify the content as a center. Okay, and now just webkit box back as a center. Okay, now webkit justify content as a center. Okay, now ms flex back as a center. Okay, now just give a head width as 100% and the height as 100 vh, vertical and horizontal. Vh means vertical and horizontal. The background should be give a color as per your choice, E55D87. where this is the background, and now we have to create a background gradient. So for that, so just give a background gradient, and this is the background gradient and the filter. So our header is ready. Okay, our header is ready. Now just again come to the title. Here you can see the title is not adjusted, so just come to the title. I have give a title class name in the div tag in the beginning of HTML. You guys can see the webkit elegant items, elegant cells. So just center, set it as a center, and same just copy this. Okay, just copy this and paste it, and remove webkit as a, and replace the webkit as ms, and flex ms flex elegant self flex elegant item elegant. So it is item elegant. Okay, so just item elegant as a center, move as a center, and the padding should be 2 rem, padding 2 rem, and a maximum width set as a 960, as I have set as before in the body tag, 960 pixel, and text elegant center set as a center. Now save this and see the changes in the title. Okay, now the title is finished, and now title, a small set, the title small set. We have defined this class name in the div tag, the background give a color code white, and the height 2 pixel, and the width 70 pixel, and margin should be margin should be auto adjusted, and uh, margin top should be 30 pixel. The margin bottom has a 30 pixel also. Okay, wait a minute, save this, and now see the small step changes you can see. So after that, the title header, we have defined the heading part, the title header, and the font size as a 80 pixel, and the font weight 300. Okay, font weight 300, and text transform, leave that text transform set as a uppercase, and line height 0.85, and the margin bottom as a 28 pixel, and margin 0, padding 0, and give a color code FFFFF. Okay, so just refresh and see the changes in your title heading. And now the title heading 2, the heading 2 means what? This is the heading 2, so the title heading 2, and now the color code FFFF. Okay, the font size 16 pixel, and font weight 400, and text transform uppercase, line spacing, letter spacing, give a letter spacing as a 5 pixel, and margin top as a 50 pixel. Okay, so just save this and refresh to see the changes. Okay, you guys can see. Okay, now again come to the media screen, media only screen. We are going to make the header responsive, maximum height 700 pixel. Okay, the title. Now we are going to make a responsive header with the title H1 and H2. Title H1, and the font size 80 pixel. We have defined this already as 80 pixel, so just make it responsive. Okay, now just title P, paragraph, and maximum with 600 pixel, and the margin set as a 0 auto, and the line height should be 150%. Save this, see the changes. Okay, so now our title paragraph is ready, and now just move again the media screen to make a responsive paragraph. Media only screen, and maximum width as a 500 pixel. we have defined is already here. So we just need to make a responsive. So use the media screen, the title h1, font size 65 pixel, 65 pixel. Now come out from the media screen and title icon icon is also class name I have given. So color, give a color name, color code as a f, and font size as a 50 pixel. Okay. So man, our heading is ready, and now we have to create main navigation. This is the navigation part. So just main navigation. The main navigation, that main navigation, I have defined it as a class name in the div tag in HTML, position fixed. So your main navigation fixed your navigation position as a fixed. And fixed means what is the fixed meaning is here, let me show you. Fixed means when we scroll this, the position of the navigation will be fixed, it will not change. You can see over here the navigation is fixed now. So this is the position fixed property. So just top set as a 0 pixel, and maximum height as a 50 pixel. Z index should be 1000 or 999, and width should be 100%. Width should be 100%. Padding top 17 pixel, and background none, overflow hidden, and transition, give a transition property, the transition all 0.3s. So just copy and move towards the WebKit, just paste it. So after the transition property, give opacity as a 0, and give another top as a minus 100 pixel, and padding bottom as a 6 pixel. Okay, and now come again as a media screen to make it responsive navigation. Make your navigation as a responsive media only screen, and maximum width as a 760 pixel or 766 pixel. So under the media screen, define the main navigation, padding top 25 pixel, and come out from the media screen, and now open nav, given the class name, just define it as a maximum height as a 400 pixel important. Now give a sticky header sticky property to your head, to your navigation. Just background color should be FFF, and the opacity should be 1, and the top should be 0 pixel. Okay, so now just the nav tag we have created, just define that with a width property as 100%, and the margin top should be margin top as a 5 pixel. Okay, now comes again with a media screen to make responsive navigation. Media only screen and maximum width 766 pixel, and define the navigation under the responsive media screen, the width 100%. Come out from the media screen and now define the navigation UL tag, the list style none, and overflow hidden. So we are going to define this list navigation. So you can see the overflow is hidden. So just wait a minute. Okay, overflow hidden, and the text elegant should be center. Text elegant center. Now again come to the media screen to make responsive as a navigation UL tag. So media only screen, and give a maximum height, maximum width, so as a 766 pixel as we defined already. So in the media screen, just make a responsive navigation UL padding top as a 0 pixel, and the margin bottom as a 22 pixel, and text elegance should be center, and with 100%. Okay, so come out from the media screen and again define the style the navigation UL and list style. Display inline block and margin left as a 35 pixel, and line height 1.5, and the lattice spacing as a 1 pixel. So now come again the media screen to make it responsive list style. So media only screen and give a maximum width as a 766 pixel. I have already given the value maximum width. So now under the maximum width media screen, just we have to style to make it responsive as a navigation UL and li tag. So with 100% padding as a 7 pixel and 0, means your margin top, padding top and padding bottom is 7 pixel, padding left and padding right is 0 pixel. Okay, so margin 0, all margin property top, left, right, bottom 0. Come out from the media screen and again use the first child property ULLI first child property, the margin top as a 70 pixel. Now style the navigation li tag. Under the li we have href attribute, so just we have to style the href attribute. It means link, the text transform, uppercase, and font size as a 12 pixel. Text decoration none. Now navigation, give a hover effect to the link, hover effect. Now as a color, simply give a color CF, or give a 0A4A2. okay. Now see the changes. Our navigation part is set to over here. Just when we set it, our navigation part will be shown. So now just we have to create mobile, just to mobile toggle. Okay, a display none, and the cursor pointer, font size 20 pixel, and position absolute, and right should be RIGST, right, and 22 pixel, and top should be 0, and width should be 30 pixel. Okay, now refresh this, and now you can see the mobile toggle. And now come to the again media screen, media only screen, and maximum width as a 766 pixel, and make a responsive mobile toggle, display block. I have already teach you what is the display property in my CSS tutorial. You guys can see my CSS tutorial in my channel, the Solution Hub, and check the CSS tutorial playlist. Mobile toggle, span, just width 30 pixel, mobile toggle span as a 30 pixel, and should be height as a 4 pixel, give a 4 pixel, and margin bottom 6 pixel, and background give as a black background, and display block. Nothing will be changes, something like that. Okay, now we have to just scroll down indicator. We have to just create a scroll down indicator. So position absolute, and left 50%, bottom 5vh, and display block text elegant, center text elegance center, font size set as a 20 pixel, and z index should be 100, and text decoration none, text shadow should be 0, and width set as a 13 pixel, height as a 13 pixel, and border bottom border bottom set as a 2 pixel solid white color. Okay, so border right set as a 2 pixel solid white color. Okay, so again z index 9. Okay, so save this and see the changes. You can see over here the toggle, the scroll down indicator. So now just move towards the WebKit. So just move towards the WebKit, and to animate this toggle, scroll down, you can see over here that animation of scroll down effect indicator. You can see the animation of the scroll down. So just animate, just move to WebKit animation, and after that WebKit animation, just use the keyframe to WebKit to animate your animated name keyframes, and the animation name, just put it over here, and now 0%, and opacity should be 0, and the WebKit transform as a give a translate value as a 0, and minus 10 pixel, and give a rotate as a 45 degree. You guys can see over here the rotation of this, you can see 45 degree down and 45 degree down. So just rotate this 45 degree, and again 50%, just copy this and set as a 50%, and move this, and opacity should be 0, and again the 100%, move towards the 100%, and remove the minus sign and save this, and come out from the WebKit keyframes, and now just copy this whole WebKit keyframes and paste it, and move towards the MS, no, sorry, should be moved towards the mouse. Okay, so all things should be same as it is. Okay, and now again come to the keyframes, remove this and come towards the keyframes. Now your animation is ready. Just refresh this. Okay, and now the section part, just create the section part, the about section, create about section. So just to create about section, we have defined the ID name as about, padding 100 pixel 0 and 50 pixel and 0. Here the padding top is 100 pixel, padding bottom is 0, padding left is 50 pixel, padding right is 0. So now the team section, after the about section we have the team section. Okay, the team section, under the team section just we have defined the team as id name, and padding same as it is. Copy this and paste it over here, and just change little changes, 50 pixel, and here it will be 100 pixel and 0 and 0. And the team icon, the team icon as a class name I have defined. The font size as a 26 pixel, font size is a 26 pixel. And now skill section, and we have defined skills as a id name. So padding 100 pixel, and it's also be 100 pixel and 0. And the background color, F5 F5. Okay, now skill is ready. And now progress bar, our progress bar, just margin bottom as a 26 pixel, and the margin again margin bottom as 1 point something, 1.666 rem. Okay, and now progress bar header h4. The font size as a 16 pixel, and text transform uppercase, none, give it as a none. And the margin bottom as a 7 pixel, and the margin bottom as a 0.33 pixel, 33 em, move towards the em. Okay, save this. Okay, refresh this, and our section about and meet section is styling now. So just now progress bar container, with 100%, and height 8 pixel, background E1, and overflow hidden. Just save this and refresh this and see the changes. Okay, so again come to the progress bar value, the progress bar value. So this is the progress bar value. So just save this and see the changes. Okay, yep. Now just we have the progress bar value, just we have to adjust the work, portfolio, contact and footer part. So for that first we have to set a value to our progress, value 90, value 00 as a width 0, and just copy this. Okay, just paste, 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 paste. Okay, come to a website and 10, and with something 10%, and 20, 20%, 20%, and 30, 30%, and 40, 40% with give a width size 40%, 50, 50% with 60, 60% with 70, 70% with 80, 80% with, and same as it is 90 and 100, 90, 90 and 100 and 100. Okay, so just refresh this you can see over here. So just now just come to our portfolio section, portfolio section, and in the portfolio section we have defined the portfolio padding as 100 pixel, 0, 100 pixel, and 0. And now define the image background set as a 5A. Okay, now with 100%, now see the changes. You can see with 100% is set as it is. So height auto, and margin left auto, and margin right should be also auto, and transition effect should be 0.5 second. Okay, so just save this and refresh this. So this is our work section, and the image hover, give image hover effect, just image hover effect, and opacity 0.5, and the transition 0.3 s, and background image. Now the background image, just let me paste it over here. Okay, so just save this and see the changes. Okay, this is the transition effect, opacity effect, you can see over here. So just come down and start the section of footer section, contact section. Though we have defined the ID name testimonial, and background color set as a F5, padding 100 pixel, 0, 100 pixel, 0. Okay, and now we have defined the quote loop, and style this with height auto and with 100% and margin 0 auto and position relative. Save this and come to another class name called just margin 10 pixel and 30 pixel, margin bottom and top 10 pixel, left and right is 30 pixel, and the height inherit, and the top should be 0 pixel, top should be 0 pixel, top should be 0 pixel, display should be none, and text elegant center. So just again we have to define the contact, not again, actually it is first contact, and the bag contact and the contact padding should be 100 pixel, 0, 100 pixel and 0. So just semicolon, and now we have to define the basic part of contact. Now I'm just going to copy and paste. So this is the basic to create a contact. If you guys don't know, then there is a lots of video, you can see how to create a contact. So this is the contact, the image type, email, input, this is input styling, and the text area styling, input submit styling, and the hover effect of submit. So just save this, and this is the basic, you guys know about that, and just save this and see the changes, and something is different, something's wrong. Yeah, just save this and again run in a new page about meet. Okay, done. Okay, so come down, scroll down. Now just I am tired, it is already 1 hour 52 minutes, and now I'm going to just paste the rest code of CSS. It is nothing, just near about 50 lines. So this is I will explain it, and what are these codes, so don't worry. So after the contact form, here the footer section will start footer. So under the footer we have defined this, this is the basic, you guys can know. And the footer p, what is that? Here our copyright name is the footer p. Here we define the copyright name that created with Sam. So just here footer p, and we give the color name as a color code as a white color code, and here we define the social icons as a color and font size. And here here this is the simple basic ul and li list, what we have defined. And now here we define the button. Button, what is this is the button here, this button we have defined over here. And the input area, the text area we have defined in the text contact form section. So this is the text area, this is the text area and the input area, these all things. So we have defined in the button and button name and the class name button. And this is the responsive method to define all things, and the floating effect and the container. And now this is the block. The block means what here? The block here means the underline of this header. You can see the underline here, work underline, and here the team section you can see. the meet the team here. Also the underline, this underline is styled with the block property and icon property. So just save this and open in a browser, and your website, responsive website, is ready. You can see here. Okay, and now here's one more thing to create a responsive, that is we need to just add some JavaScript. So to add JavaScript, you can add in header or body tag. So just I'm going to add in head body tag. So just let me show you. Just copy and paste. Okay, so just paste it. So this is for smooth scrolling jQuery, and this is mobile navigation to make a responsive navigation, and this is for your navigation, fixed navigation, sticky navigation, and this part your code loop. So you guys, sorry for to copy paste, because it's already 2 hours. I'm really tired, I cannot type anymore. So just open in a browser again and see your header and another extra is ready. So I'm really just tired and really sorry for that. So if you have any doubt, if any question about that, you can ask in a comment box, or you can just message me on my Facebook page, the solution hai. And you can also join my WhatsApp group, the solution hub. My number is 9206361627. Country code is +91. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. See you soon. Bye bye.